We started working on Turok about 2.5 years ago, and we really wanted to kind of, take a fresh take on the game, really reinvent it. So we've got an all-new storyline set a couple hundred years in the future, and it centers around Joseph Turok, who's a former Black Ops soldier who's now been brought back into the military to track down and capture his former mentor, a man named Roland Kane. So as he and the group of Special Forces soldiers that he's a part of nears the planet where Kane is located, their ship shot down, they crash land in the jungle below, and they find themselves sort of struggling to survive in this prehistoric world full of dinosaurs and other creatures, all the while they're being hunted by Kane and his men. So it's kind of this really cool triangle of creatures and environment, and versus man and his weaponry. Dinosaurs are a huge part of this experience, and what we've tried to do is make the game not just about taking on dinosaurs so that you're constantly in conflict with dinosaurs, but make it part of that triangle. So it's like you versus the dinosaurs and you versus Kane and the Menelgruman soldiers, but then the dinosaurs versus both of you. They're sort of like a neutral enemy. They'll take on either you or the other enemy soldiers, and you can really use that to your advantage. So you've got these cool luring mechanics where you can lure the dinos to attack your enemies, but at the same time, we haven't sort of pulled away from the conflict between Turok and the dinosaurs, and we have some really cool finishing moves with Turok's knife where he can get up close and personal and gut these dinosaurs and rip them apart and really pay that off in a cinematic way. Some of the dinosaurs in the game you're really going to recognize as sort of, historically accurate to some degree, and then other ones are more fantastical in nature. But in both cases, we really wanted the dinosaurs in this game to be very unique and signature to our game. We drew a lot of inspiration when we were trying to figure out, the feel that we wanted for these dinosaurs from zombie films, actually. We were kind of looking at like 28 Days Later and films like that, and wanted to get that kind of like intense, never stop, never, always coming for blood type feel to the dinos, and then give them a real unique look that kind of pays that off as well. And I think that when you see the dinos in Turok, you know that this is a Turok dinosaur. What we wanted to do is give players choice, really, in terms of how they approach each area in the game, allow them to choose their playing style. So we give them the knife and the bow, and those are kind of your quiet kill weapons. And they can use those to take out enemies while remaining undetected. But at the same time, you can decide at any point that you just want to wade in and start, gunning guys down and blowing dudes up. And that's fine, that's cool. If that's the way you want to play, then that's sort of your thing. So we're trying to allow people to do either play style and tailor the experience to allow them to sort of move from one play style to another as they choose. One thing that we were really, careful about when we were designing the stealth elements in the game was we didn't want this to feel like a really slow, methodical sort of, experience. We wanted to keep the action high. So, when you get out your knife and you're sort of hunting your enemies, whether they're dinosaurs or humans, you're moving quickly and stealthily through the grass within the jungle and remaining hidden. And you can, run right up to an enemy and gank him and, put him down before anyone can see you and then move on to the next guy. And it's all very fluid and keeps the pace of the game up. We haven't announced our release date, our official release date yet. That's something that we're going to announce at E3 this year. But we're bringing it out for PS3 and Xbox 360. And at this point, we know it's definitely going to fall within Q1 of 2008. This game is a great Turok game. I think it's true to all the things that people loved about the original game. And it does a lot of things that people have not seen before in a Turok game or any other game for that matter. So I hope that we do the Turok fans proud and also bring people who have never played a Turok game before into this world and that they enjoy their experience as well.